We are about to lose 4 Lego Batman and Lego DC sets for good. This year, 4 sets in this theme will be retiring. And in my opinion, the Batman sets are like the unsung hero of Lego sets. This is a theme of incredible sets with a ton of playability, great minifigures, but also a lot of display ability, display sets such as the 1989 Batmobile and Batwing. There's a lot of variance in this theme of different approaches to different Lego sets, even with Lego art sets included. And all of this combined creates a really interesting theme, especially for Lego collectors and Lego investors. And so this is a theme that has some incredible performers over time when it comes to values going up on some of these sets. One of the big examples in recent years, of course, is the 1989 Batmobile, which just hit incredible heights very, very quickly. If you had have invested in that set, it only took a couple of months before you were talking about an incredible return on investment on that. Now, this year, we're going to be losing 4 at the end of the year from this theme. And what are they? What are my thoughts on them? Are any of them worth looking a little closer at? Let's talk about it. And first up, we're going to talk about the Batmobile Penguin Chase. So this is number 4. We're going to count down to number 1 here. Now, this is set number 76181. And these kind of lower priced Batman sets often have a lot going on with them. A lot of the times they are based on Batmobiles because it is what people want, of course. And we have a lot of Batman versus villain sets. And historically, we've had a lot of those as well. And a lot of the times they have a couple of differences, but they are similar to each other. At the same time, this one right here is from the Batman movie, which of course is last year's big hit Batman movie. And we have the Penguin Chase. So it's a very iconic scene in that movie. We have 2 minifigures included here, of course, with Robert Pattinson's Batman and Colin Farrell's Penguin minifigures. This is a 392 piece set, pretty small amount of pieces, but it's a low MSRP. So it's a $30 set, which makes for a price per piece of 8 cents. Pretty reasonable, right? And you do get a lot going on here. The version of the Batmobile that we have here, I personally love it. I'm a big fan of the design that they use for the Batmobile in that movie, and this is a pretty good depiction of it for just $30. It does have a lot of detail going on here. I think it's a great set. It was released in January 2022, and when it retires in December of 2023, it will have been on the shelves for just under 2 years. I like this one. Now, again, it is similar to other chase type Batman sets that we've seen with tumblers and different versions of Batmobiles, but at the same time, this does have a little bit of a distinctive nature about it because it is from the Batman movie. It does have Penguin in here, and it is a different variant of Penguin than what we've seen in the past. So overall, I am a fan of this set. Now, next up, we have Batman versus Harley Quinn. So this is 76220. This is a 42 piece set. Now, this is obviously targeted towards children. It's a 4+ Lego set here, and we have Batman and we have Harley Quinn, so 2 minifigures. So just 42 pieces in this one and 2 minifigures. It is a 24 cents price per piece because it is obviously a $10 set with just 42 pieces, and typically when they're targeting younger audiences, the piece count is fewer. They want to make it less complicated to build the sets, but the price is still $10. So high price per piece, but at the same time, you're getting 2 minifigures, you're getting a really cool bike and a skateboard. You know, it's not terrible what you're getting in the box here. Released June 2020, retired December 2023. These are the kind of sets that will continue to be in demand in the future on marketplaces such as Amazon, because on Amazon people just go and they're kind of looking for gifts for their niece or nephew, and they just search Batman Lego, and this, you know, the price will start to go up a little bit, and a couple of years from now this could be selling for $25 on Amazon. Now, if you're a Lego investor, that could be a return on investment that you will be looking for, right? You could actually double your money on small sets like this one, brickhead sets, small Lego City vehicles. Some of these sets are actually not that hard to see a world where they're selling for $25, and I've done pretty well investing in sets of this price point in the past for sure. So this could be one of them, of course. It's tons of playability, 2 great minifigures. It has a lot going for it. So that is Batman versus Harley Quinn. Next up, we have the Jim Lee Batman Collection set. Now, the Lego art sets have been really interesting to watch because they are a pretty new theme, of course, and this is, you know, halfway between the Lego art theme and the Lego Batman theme. It is right in the middle. It is both. Some of them have been pretty good investments, and it is still early, right? And each one is kind of focused on a whole different topic, and so they have different supply and demand based on what the topic of the art piece is. And if it's based on Batman, of course, Batman fans are going to be looking for this set long into the future. It is set number 31205 with 4,167 pieces. So with Lego art sets, of course, you get a ton of pieces in the box. Usually this is 4,167 parts. It is obviously just putting studs onto a plaque, right? That's the name of the game with the Lego art sets. It's very different build style, very different you know, approach to building Lego sets, that's what makes me actually really like it, because it is fresh. It is a whole new way of enjoying a Lego build. I built the world map. I thought it was incredible. I really liked it. Of course, that makes it packed with pieces. You've got 4,167 parts. Price per piece is typically low on Lego art sets, so it's just 3 cents per piece because it's got $120 MSRP. Now, those pieces are simply just studs for the most part, so it's not going to be high value pieces, minifigures, different kind of rarer parts or anything like that. But at the same time, I still see these as a lot of value, right? A lot of these art sets, I think there's a lot of value in it. The build can be a lot of fun. It can take a lot of time as well to build them, and so you get a lot of fun for your money. And you know, for that reason, I actually see some of these art sets as pretty reasonably priced and good value, and I could see a world where the price has some runway to increase in the aftermarket. And I feel the same way about the Jim Lee Batman collection. You know, I love the approach with these Lego art sets as well, where you can build different images with the set, so you can pick which one you actually want to build. What that does is it adds collectability for each individual set, so you might want to buy the same set 3 times because you're going to want to build the version of the Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn that come with this set. So you're going to want to build all 3 of them, display them next to each other on a wall. You're only going to be able to build one of them, so you're going to have to buy the set 3 times, and people are doing that, and you can actually see that in people's content online and different things. You can see that they've got the same set built in multiple different ways. It was the same thing for other sets like the Beatles, for example. And so I love that that is going for this one. And interestingly, the Batman image is actually my least favorite of the 3 in this one. I actually would definitely be building Joker if I was to buy this as a personal build. So I could see a need for people to buy more than one of these sets, especially, you know, maybe they won't build all 3, but I definitely think they would want to build 2, because they might want to build Joker and Batman, you know, together to put on their wall. And so that helps with demand, and we have this kind of element that is helping to drive demand long into the retirement of the set. Of course, it also is a Batman set, so when a new movie or new anything comes along, then demand could, you know, have a little boost for this set. Now, in addition to building the different versions of the characters that you can see here by buying 2 or 3 of the set, you can also build kind of mega pictures with this. If you buy 2 of them, you can actually build really, really cool kind of combined images as well. And so the versatility and the things you can do with these sets, I just love it, and there's a reason to buy more than one. Now, it was released in March 2021. It will be retiring in December of 2023, so by the time it retires, it will have been on the shelf for 2.5 years, over 2.5 years actually, which is quite some time. But at the same time, I don't think it's so long that the demand will have died down on this set. I do think that will continue. It is a Batman set. It is a really, really cool image. So that is Jim Lee Batman Collection, is the 3rd of these retiring Batman sets that are going to disappear off the shelves in a couple of months' time. And lastly here, number 4, we have the Batman Batmobile, and this is technically a Lego Technic set. But again, we have a crossover here between themes. We have a 4+ set that is also a Batman set. We have a Lego Art set that is also a Batman set. And here we have a Technic set that is also a Batman set. And this is 42127 is the set number, with 1,360 pieces. No minifigures in this, of course, because it is Lego Technic. They don't have minifigures. Price per piece of 7 cents, which is really, really good on this. I think the value you get in this box is absolutely fantastic. It is just $100, and having one glance at this box, you could make a case for this being $130 quite easily, right? You could actually look at this and say, you know, people would pay $130 for that set. You know, for sure, $100 I don't think is terrible for what you get here. 1,360 parts. Also, it does have kind of light up elements. It has batteries, and it just looks great. I just love it. Like I said, I really like this design that they use for the Batmobile in this movie. This bigger version of it, made out of Technic parts, I think works really well. So overall, big fan of this set. It is just packed with detail, and it's going to look great on a shelf, especially next to some of your other Batman displayable sets. You could put this one next to your 1989 Batmobile, and you know, I know it's different themes, different styles, but I still think they're going to look great next to each other. And this was released in January 2022, so by the time it retires, it will have been on the shelves for just under 2 years. Reasonably short shelf life. It is Lego Technic. Batmobile just works so perfectly as a Technic set. So I love this version of the Batman Batmobile, and it is retiring at the end of December 2023. So if you want to buy this one as a collector or an investor, you got to get it out there soon and go pick it up. Now, along with these Batman sets, of course, we have tons of other Lego sets retiring, and I made a whole video walking through the Lego Icon sets. You can check that out right here. And if you want to download an entire retirement list, you can also do that. I've got a link in the description to download the entire Lego retirement list, so you can grab those sets before they disappear for good. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.